Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Jim Rose and I work with a company called Computer Training Source in Pleasanton, California. And today I'm going to share 5 of my favorite tips with you. The first one is going to be how to copy a sheet, how to get into group mode and how to utilize that, how to add a date quickly and easily with a keystroke, and how to use AutoSum and then add that information down through a huge list. And then also we'll talk about displaying formulas and sorting information. All right, so to begin, if you look right over here on the bottom, I have 3 sheets. So I have sales 2014, 15, and 16. And let's say it's now 2017, we want to begin this, and I want to easily, create a copy of one of these sheets. So instead of just doing a copy and paste over to a new sheet or right-clicking and doing move or copy, what we can do is simply click on the sheet that I want to make a copy of, hold the Control key, drag the sheet that I want to make a copy of, just drag it a little bit to the right, and you'll notice that little black triangle. That's what you want to focus on. You want that to be to the right of the sheet you're copying, and you let the mouse go first, then the Control key, and that will give you an exact copy of that, including any named ranges that you might have in there as well. So in this case, we have sales 2016. We have an exact copy, puts a little 2 next to it. Of course, after that, we can rename it if we want to by double-clicking on this and changing the information to 2017, let's say. And there you go. That's one of the tips. So again, just simply click on the one you want to make a copy of, hold the Control key, and then drag it, and follow that little triangle. All right, the next thing I want to do is get into what's called group mode. All right, so group mode is awesome. Let's say in this case, we're like, oh boy, you know what? I really want to put today's date in H1, or let's say I1 on all 4 of these sheets. And I also want to throw in a title. So instead of having to do that for each individual sheet, what you can do is get into what's called group mode. And then what you do to one sheet does it to all the sheets, which is really, really dangerous too, because if you forget to get out of group mode, you can end up deleting information. So you want to be careful with that. So what you want to do is you click on the first sheet, in this case 2014. I'm going to hold the Shift key and then click on Sales 2017. So Shift will grab everybody in between. If we held Control, then it would have only grabbed those 2, 14 and 17. So you can do them in sequence or out of sequence. And now at this point, right up here in the top, it says Group in brackets. That lets you know that you're in group mode. And of course, the sheets down here are white now. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. But in this case, I'm going to come up here. I'm going to type in the word date, hit Enter. And now if I want to throw in today's date, this is the other tip I want to share with you. You want to do Control semicolon. So Control semicolon will throw in today's date. I hit Enter. And now I just did that on all 4 of those sheets, which is pretty awesome. Okay, now if I want to insert, I want to throw a title in, I can come over here, I can right click on row 1, and I'm going to go down to Insert. And let's say that I'm like, oh, you know what? I really would like to actually do another one. I can actually hit F4 on my keyboard. F4 repeats what you did last. So you guys just got a little bonus. So that's actually 6 or 7 tips now. All right, so that adds a little bit more information. Now over here, I'm going to throw in CTS. That'll give me Computer Training Source, which is another nice little tip I'll share with you in another video. And again, what I'm doing here is applying it to all the other sheets. Okay, now to get out of group mode, I want to go ahead and click on any one of the sheets down below, and that will get me out of group mode. And if you notice up here, it does not say group anymore. Right, and if you notice, we have the date in each spot on each sheet in the same location. So that can save a lot of time. So printing, headers and footers, you can do this with a lot of different things. Just don't forget to get out of it. That will drive you nuts. All right, let's see. So now I want to go in, I want to add a total column at this point. So at this point, I want to go back and do all the sheets again. So I'm going to go back to 2014, hold the Shift key, click on 2017, come over here, and I'm going to do total. And then I'm going to double click on AutoSum, and that will give me a predicted range and put it in for me. And then this is the other tip I want to share. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to double click on the little fill handle right over here, do a double click, and that takes it all the way down for me. Now I'm going to come up here, double click between G and H to stretch that out, and now I have that information. Right now, I'll throw in another tip for you as well. If I want to take this format and put it over here, easiest way to do it is to click on the option that I like, click on Format Painter, and then click on the word total, and that'll bring that format over for us. All right, last thing I want to share with you is how to display formulas. So if you end up with a spreadsheet with a ton of different formulas and functions, what you can do is actually display them all in one shot. And what you want to do is go to the Formulas tab, and then right over here, you have a Show Formulas button. And what that does is it shows the formula instead of the result of the formula. This actually prints like this as well. Now I can come back up here, click on Show Formulas, and bring it back. Nice little option. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.